What's up, comic fam? Comic fans, welcome to Monday Night Raw Books. What's up? Yes, Brian. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Yeah. Evening to everybody. Aiken Kill 22 stream by egging him on over tech issues. Ouch. Yeah, I guess a couple comics was about to jump over there. And Dagger's in the house. But I had to clear my phone after I got home. I had to clear your phone. What you have on the phone? Did it rhyme with corn? What's up, Dagger? How was the movie? How was movie night? Anything good? Anything good? Watching a little. Oh man, this guy's got blood all over his face. What is happening here? Got hit with a chair. I think it may have hit him a little too hard. But yeah, oh, Braun Breaker, he's bleeding. Catching a little Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania was this weekend, so that's what we're doing, catching up a little bit. It's the Queen's 100th birthday on Tuesday. Wow, that's impressive to be 100. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, I just Googled it. Her actual birthday is April 21st, right? So for us, that's tomorrow here in the States. And then there's an official birthday, usually a Saturday in June. So June 13th, also called King's Birthday, Victoria Day in Canada. Canada, you guys call it Victoria Day? What's up with that? Let's see. Apparently in June they do like a grand military parade and all that other stuff. That's cool. What's up, Joffrey? Happy special 420 Monday. Yes, happy 420 Monday to all those who celebrate 420 Mondays.
Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw.
Yeah. I had to cut that clip well short. It's only 5 seconds long. It used to be like 12, 14. But sorry, watching a little WWE. Yeah, because I didn't get a copyright strike, but they're like, yo, it's copyrightish. I just found out over the weekend that I'm 8 years older than the Queen. What? Joe, you're 108? That's crazy. What's happening? Now, found out over the weekend I'm 8 years older than Ashley, aka Charlotte Flair. I wished her a happy birthday and said, oh my God, you and I are the same age bracket. LOL. Wow. Yeah, what is isn't like Charlotte 40 or now maybe she's 41, something like that? Ha. Sorry, watching Finn Balor walk out to the ring. Apparently he's got his old intro. He's not part of a clique anymore. He's gone solo. So what month is a celebrity guest show coming? Copyright stinks. I agree. That would have to be celebrity guest show. That would probably have to be in September or October after the summer. So that is when I will be at my I mean, that's just when I'm usually setting up for cons and stuff, especially with New York Comic Con coming around. It's just a lot easier to approach the talent when they're in the vicinity. Speaking of WWE, I watched My Spy with Batista tonight at my Vets Outreach movie night. Batista's actually a really good actor for a wrestler. He might be one of the best actors wrestlers turn actors to have done it in a while, right? I mean, number one for me would be Hulk Hogan. No, rest in peace, Hogan. But no, The Rock is also, like, if you ask me, a pretty good actor. I think Batista, he says that he takes the acting more seriously than The Rock. So I don't know, but I feel like those two guys did it. Stone Cold's okay, but he also just didn't really care about being an actor. He just tried it out for a little bit. And John Cena is surprisingly pretty decent at it. So that's some stuff. Captain Lou Albino was Super Mario back in the day. Joe is old as balls. 40. She just turned 40 years old. That's right. October is the best month of the year. Somebody has a birthday in October. Hey, thanks for the deadline on September, October. Yeah, it'll probably be close to October, right after Columbus Day here in the States. Also, we have Indigenous Peoples Day, which seems to be taking over. And GalaxyCon. GalaxyCon's got a lot of the cool stars there. It was a very funny movie. Yeah, I feel like that's one of Batista's like comedy movies. He tried a comedy movie. Oh. I'm packing up to move, and I found this wee little leprechaun. So I haven't let it out of his box yet, but look at the Irish included in this little box. Where's me pot of gold? All right, that's enough pretending to have an Irish accent. Prayers for Adam. Adam Sandler is 60 on September 9th. Love Sita. This is, I assume you're talking about Adam Hughes, by the way, because then I said this about Adam Sandler. But yeah, Adam Hughes came out with some news. Apparently he has cancer, so that's a sucky thing, especially for, I mean, a sucky thing for everybody. So it's not especially, but it just sucks that, you know, he's an artist who still has a lot of juice left, or a lot of ink left in the well. And so, you know, it's not just that he's sick, it's that, you know, he probably has I mean, you know, he can you don't know if he's not going to be able to overcome the cancer, but he's having cancer may take away some of his ability to create. So that kind of sucks. So he has canceled all upcoming appearances, and he's going to begin his chemotherapy very soon, next 2 weeks. It's 58, so still pretty young. Stage 3 colorectal cancer. All right. Just did a quick little Google search about survivability rates. So not all hope is lost. So best of luck to Mr. Adam Hughes. Definitely prayers for Adam Hughes. Love Cena, The Rock, Batista, Stone Cold, Kevin Nash, and Hogan. All the big dogs. Thought they were all good actors. Kevin Nash has been in a few things. Yeah, Stone Cold was pretty good. Hogan is like a natural showsman, right? So the appearances he made in movies really, I think, relied on his charisma, if you will. Hey, I have that same shirt, right? I mean, this was probably this might be your shirt. So it's a little tight. I don't know. We might have switched shirts. Now, yeah, this was probably the year that we saw each other at Heroes Con, right? 2024, right? That's when Trev was a little sick. The hashtag is in regards to Had Muse. Yes, sir. And yes, sir. All right. And his daughters, Adam Sandler's daughters, had their main roles on You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah. And I got my VA checks in the mail finally at my PO box. So we're going to a mini Comic Con this weekend. Nice. Get a little money, spend it right away. Let me just close that. That's cool though that you it's a little mini Comic Con in the area right around the time you got money. They've like planned it out. They knew. They were like, when is Dagger? Right? When is David getting his checks? Looks like you hit puberty. uh, you are correct. 2024. I hate when the shirt shrinks in the laundry. I think I'm stretching it out right now. Jim is in the house. What's up, Jim? Jim, let him know. Let him know what you got. What you got going on at your channel, on your channel. Mine still fits great. You know what? I've been going to the gym, so I'm gonna say like we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. I don't know. You guys give me your personal opinion. I started going back. Boom, boom. I have to go get my licenses. Bam, 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 bam. I had to let him out. I didn't want to get arrested for a concealed weapon. Oh man. Oh man. If my girlfriend was watching, she'd be like Ben Stiller still looks 10 years older since Meet the Parents trilogy. Yeah. How old is Ben Stiller? He's got to be like in his 60s, right? I feel like he's been 50 for like forever. They're both on Netflix. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I do think Adam Sandler has a deal with Netflix, right? So I think it, or at least his movie studio is producing Netflix content. So I could totally see that. Yo, Denny's has Masters of the Universe something or other going on. What is that? I just saw a commercial. Looks like I'll be going to Denny's. They have toys. Yep, I have spent it already. Are you getting more commissions? Is that what's happening? There we go. That's what Jim's got going on over at his channel. Perfect time. Right? Thick cup of comics. Thick old cup of coffee. I'm feeling really good this month with my skipping and walking challenge. Yeah, that's right, guys. Go check out Dagger. Always on the move. Dagger, I don't know how your joints stay like, oof. Like I walk on the treadmill for 30 minutes and I'm like, my knees. Made 5 videos since December, and the one I made yesterday is my last ever. Sorry, I do not collect comics. Is that why you just made one video because you don't collect comics? Now, Jim, you giving up the YouTube game? That's it? Last one ever? You know, people say that. They say last one ever, and then they take a break, and then the bug hits again. You know, 1-2 months later, and you're already right back on the horse. Lines up with the release of Thick Eve. I can dig the timing. Right? if I was more clairvoyant or I don't know, enterprising, I would have said I did it on purpose. Gun show. Ben Stiller is 60. Look at that, 60 on the block. Trying to catch up to all the chat here. Broski has to get his muscle strength up so he can carry his bride over the threshold. I'm getting a scooter. He's probably on AC. And Fokker in Law is in November. Cool. Is that also on Netflix? Fokker in Law? Ice cream and pancakes. You know, that is not a bad idea to have ice cream and pancakes. I put the other day I put some like melted peanut butter on my pancakes. I'm more of a savory guy, so even though peanut butter is sweet, it also has the salty content to it, and that's why I went with the peanut butter, and I thought that was delicious. Will not see it. Just like Spaceballs 2 should have been made 10 years earlier with Mel Brooks' age. Got it. Spaceballs 2. The only Spaceballs for me is Spaceballs. What the hell took so long? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Mel Brooks just went into like, I mean, he's still right. I mean, maybe he went into cryogenic, went into a cryogenic chamber so he could last a couple more years. I don't know. I don't know. The right script came along, right? Right. Also want to get some more Daredevil blind bags and some Keanu Reeves books. Yeah, I mean, the Daredevil blind bags are fun. I have one more I have to open, and I've seen a couple opened. I opened one so far, but yeah, I definitely want to get one more. There you go. Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you wear the proper footwear, I don't think a lot of people realize how important proper footwear is, especially with proper cushioning, or like if your shoes wear out unevenly, that will put a lot of stress on different parts of your legs, your anatomy, if you will, changes your gait. Um, so yeah, I think it's always important to, especially when your shoes start to get worn down. And inserts. Hey, go get some Dr. Scholl's. Those aren't bad. Walked 23 miles today. Work fun. Wow. Damn. I mean, I won't say that I never walked 23 miles in a day, but that's just impressive to walk 23 miles in a day. Boom. Above comment, you know what I have. And here's some more of what they have. Today was my rest day, just doing skipping today. No, it sucked, but I do enjoy walking. No, it's in theaters. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's go into theaters. That should be interesting. Seems like the movies are starting to pick up now in theaters, and more people are starting to go to theaters again. So that's cool. Toy Story 4 and Star Wars latest trilogy, latest movies I saw. Naked Gun this summer. I still haven't seen the new Naked Gun movie with Liam Neeson. I haven't seen that one yet. I don't know if it's good or not, but I haven't seen it. I did just watch a movie on Netflix. I think not Netflix, sorry, Prime. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember it was Balls Up, which actually wasn't too bad. It's with Mark Wahlberg and Stingray from Cobra Kai. Paul Walter Hauser. So that wasn't too bad. It was a pretty fun movie. Sacha Baron Cohen was in it. Benjamin Bratt was in it. Molly Shannon is in it, and Eric Andre was in it. I don't always like Eric Andre, but he's fun. That's the Denny's He-Man thing. Pancakes with a scoop of ice cream on top. You asked. That's what it is. And I'm like, you know me, peanut butter. Peanut butter on the ice cream. I thought you were just saying because I was thick. I needed pancakes with ice cream. That's how I would stay thick. And there is no Toy Story 5. The story ends there. With Toy Story 4, spoiler alert. No, I'm kidding. Wish I could run. Miss that so much. Yeah, you know, we take things for granted until they're like taken away from us, and that sucks. I liked Forky in the ending of Woody in the Park with Bo Peep. End of story. Guys, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it. Yeah, my ankle pain has slowed me down a lot recently too. Yeah, watch out for that, man. Make sure to ice up. Ice up, bro. That is how I injured my ankle a couple of years ago at the vet's house training for the army run. Ouch. I buy new running shoes every year now because of my ankle and knee pain. That's right. You got to keep that thread up. Story Spaceballs 2 is pretty public. Josh Gad called up Mel Brooks with a script, 80% of the budget, $65 million to start. The budget, why in the teaser Mel Brooks said he found the money in the basement. And he did walk 23 miles, and he did walk 23 more just to be the man who walked 50. And I would walk 500 miles. I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall in love with you. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, bum-ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, 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 da-da, ba-da-da. Oh, that's cool. Super excited for He-Man. Yeah, He-Man should be fun. Toy Story 5 drops. I actually got a new ice maker too. That's good. You got to keep that ice going. Such a great song, isn't it? I met the brothers. They are very nice. Are they Canadian? I can't even look on my old channel to see if I took the video. That sucks. That sucks so hard. All right, guys. Also, you know what else sucks? That's called a transition, by the way. Cancer sucks. So go ahead and enter in hashtag cancer sucks to win your duck. Anybody else do their taxes? Or do we all just say, you know what? F it. There's not enough people working at the IRS to do that thing. I don't know if anybody's listening in on YouTube and we'll flag the word that rhymes with it. Oh, what else we got here? Got to figure out which box over here we want to go through today. There are a lot of boxes. "36 huge movies dropping this year for 2026. And I mean, we're already a third of the way through, right? I think they are Irish. I think you're right. Cancer ducks. Cancer sucks. Both of those. Right? Oh, man. I know you pay taxes out the wazoo, Joe. You're a homeowner, property taxes, federal, state, all the taxes. Right? We get Mortal Kombat, we get Street Fighter. I feel like wasn't that like in the 90s too? We got Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter within a few months of each other. I feel like the two creative teams, whenever those two movies come up, are like, "Yo, we got to drop like a Mortal Kombat and a Street Fighter," right? But I mean, there's been Mortal Kombat movies without a Street Fighter, and maybe vice versa. But I feel like when they're like, "All right, we're gonna do like a try to do a proper Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter movie," they're like, "Let's make sure we release these two together." Random cable not plugged into anything. That's not important. Put that right there. Let's see. This is the cover for this box. So you must be the cover for this box. And then what's back here? Oh. Did we go through these books yet? Did go through those books. That's what happens when you don't prepare your next box before the show. Oh, this is the Captain America box. What's in the Captain America box? Oh. Are they actually Captain America books? Oh, there are some Captain America books in there. Watch the one book I pull out be the only Captain America book in the Captain America box. Oh. Let's see. This chat is going way faster than I can. That Mando and Grogu, right? I mean, they had to make a movie for that. I feel like they just couldn't do that. Just not make a Mando and Grogu movie. The Disney Plus show did so well. I'm not a fan of the communist YouTube these days. I mean, they nuked you, bro. Why would you be a fan? Super excited for MK2. MK2. Let's see. I want to see who's in the MK2. I know Keith Urban is in the cast. What else do we got? I've seen some of these actors before, but nobody's really standing out as a huge name. Seen Louis Tan before. Haruyuki Sanada. Let's see. I'm looking to see if anybody else. It's not like Joe McHale's in the movie. It's not a movie filled with like a super amount of A-listers, but sometimes that's all you just need a couple good actors and then like the really good martial artists, and then you got yourself a movie. Chop is in the house. What's up, Daniel? Chop and Drop 2013 checking in. Street Fighter's my number 1, He-Man number 2, MK2 number 3, Mando number 4. That is not a bad list. And then we also got Spidey coming out this year, right? We've got Doomsday, Avengers Doomsday coming out. So for your comic fans, that's hitting. YouTube is being communist with my comments now. Are they editing you? Let's see. check that. I think I've watched the Street Fighter trailer like 20 times so far. The Street Fighter movie looks real good. I don't know if copyrights would hit that. I've watched trailers before on my channel and never got like a copyright thing. But I don't know if I did that, if I would get a copyright strike. Let me see something. I'm gonna see. All right, hold on, guys. Let's take a minute. Let's take a minute. See what we got here.
I got good news, y'all. Gathered here are the world's best fighters.
Street Fighter.
We're just gonna.
We'll be crowned the world champion of Street Fighter.
I was gonna like mute it every once in a while, just the audio.
You're not a warrior anymore, you're a sideshow.
What's up, MTV? I'm Ken Masters.
This is your shot at redemption.
Were you gonna show? Come on now.
It definitely is not a movie that I think should be taken seriously.
Maybe
at
it's
least
Ken's turn to be
according
champion.
to the trailers, but it does look like it has elements of the
How
game.
did you find me?
I'm paid to find champions. Even if they're lost.
What do you want? America.
Good to see you, old friend.
E-Man should be
Still reckless.
I said, hey, what's going on?
I think that's the way Ryu, huh?
Sit down. This tournament is not what
That
it
was always
seems.
the number 2,
You
right?
have to be ready.
And was always number 2 to Ryu.
Everyone keeps going on about your thighs.
What's going on?
I don't see what the big deal is.
What's going on?
I like the side joke.
Bitch, please.
Candy and fun. But like that is like obviously these aren't being used for physics, but that's the game. Really,
That was some abracadabra shit.
What's going on?
there's definitely a lot more action.
I'm positive that a fireball came out of Ryu.
And the Ryu gets to do
Go ahead, Rio.
right there.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'll give it a shot. I said, yeah. What's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey. What's going on? What's going on is cancer sucks. All right, we're going to spin this in a second. Let me just catch up on the chat real quick. That's why I'm started for Street Fighter. Looks game accurate, but can't be as well. Looks like pure fun. Yeah, I'm in for that. I'm in for pure fun. I don't need my Street Fighter movie to be too serious. You know, I don't want it to be as hokey as the 91 either, but, you know, I don't mind a little campy, little fun. Nuked all my channels pretty much, and they don't respond to my messages very well. Yeah. YouTube can't be wrong. You know what I mean? Like it takes like a hard fight to get them to be like, oh, we messed up. Like, did they at least tell you why, like give you a reason, even if it wasn't the right, even if it wasn't a reason that was valid, did they at least give you a reason why they nuked your channels? That's what I'm interested in. Like, did they say this is why we did it, XYZ, or they just nuked it and was like, meh, whatever, dude. Dude plays Scorpion is the most famous. Scorpion, get over here. Along with new names. Gotcha. So they got the new guys to come in. Carl Urban even comes to Canada. I've seen him around quite a bit. Between, I don't know, where did they film The Boys? Is it possible? I know they do a lot of filming in like Vancouver and stuff. The Boys is primarily filmed in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and surrounding areas in the Greater Toronto area, including Hamilton and Oshawa. While set in New York City, the production utilizes Canadian locations to replicate the U.S. city, with major filming taking place at Pinewood Toronto Studios. There you go. I knew that. I mean, I know that Canada has a lot of filming happening out there. So, did I tell you about the movie I saw, Balls Up? I know I had mentioned it with Mark Wahlberg and Paul Walter Hauser. Anyway, funny. We'll move on from that one. Just wanted to make sure I had mentioned that. Oh, what was this? Clayface, Supergirl, Odyssey, Discourse Day. I can keep going. I got to get my my movie, my ticket movie stuff in order. I have the AMC, not A-list, but I have the tier under. No, I think I have whichever one is not the unlimited movies. I just get discounts on tickets and like $5 tickets on Tuesdays and such. But I have a bunch. I mean, I have a ton of credits. Like I probably see a couple movies for free. I got to start using those. The fact they got Tupac for the soundtrack. Yep. Probably had a lot to do with 50 Cent being there. I think it was another dig at Diddy. I don't know. That's just me being like. Movie is set in 93. That helps. Definitely placing it in that era. I just watched a TV show on Bruce Lee's death. Crazy stuff. Yeah. Got taken out by a prop gun. Well, by a cap pistol that had a real life bullet in it. Not that Bruce Lee's death bores me, because I just yawned. I was rubbing my eye, and I think something mental clicked. Like when you rub your eyes, it's just like, oh, bedtime. And I was like, no, brain, no. Freaking love Cammy. I used to play, let's see, when I played Street Fighter back in the day, I rotated between a few guys, but I used to play as Blanca, and then I never really played as Ryu or Ken. I did some Chun-Li. M. Bison. I used to play as Bison. And Guile occasionally. But yeah, those were my fighters. Let's see. But yeah, no, Chun-Li definitely, M. Bison definitely. Trying to see if I missed anybody. Never really used any of the new guys. If you weren't like in Street Fighter 2 Turbo, I probably didn't even use you like ever. Right? I was probably gonna pick like Taoism or Vega over any other any of the new guys. Guile probably a little bit just for the Sonic Boom. Never really did Balrog, honestly. Blanca definitely. I think Blanca was a really good all-around character. I knew some people who fought with E Honda. Sagat. I think that was it. They added a ton of characters, but like I said, if you weren't in Street Fighter 2 Turbo, I wasn't messing with you. And yeah, but honestly, I probably haven't played a Street Fighter game in like 10 years. Four Non-Blondes, great tune. Yes, it is. Casey Jones, knockoff character. Love Vega. Vega is the name of my protein powder. There you go. Kind of mad they didn't use that track for He-Man, it being the very first meme. He-Man, yeah. Yep, the same reason for all of them spamming, scamming, and some other BS reasons, right? Balls Up was kind of bad. It was free on Prime. It almost got it. It's like a 3.4, 3.6, something like that. It's just stupid. But you know what? I watched it. I think I watched it over 2 or 3 days, honestly. I didn't watch it all in one sitting. For what it was, I've seen worse films. We'll leave it at that. So I thought it was going to be something different. But yeah, I prefer Balls Deep. And that's why you get nuked. It's called the AMC Premiere. I have it as well. Isn't it Stubbs? AMC Premiere. AMC Stubbs Premiere. Is that what it is? No, I think that's what it is. Oh. I just cracked my neck. I don't know if you guys heard that. That's what I went, ugh. Lees are cursed, right? Because then his son, Brandon Lee, also got killed. Bruce supposedly died of an overdose. Might have been linked to the triads. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I guess you never know. Could have been a cover-up. Master them all, but go-to is Ryu or Ryu like Cammy Karen. Gotcha. Yeah, I would say I never really mastered many of them. I was pretty good with M. Bison and Blanca. I think those were the two that like I knew their move sets inside out, like could counter and stuff with them. And then maybe Guile after that. Taoism is kind of a ranged Ryu Ken-ish character, right? He's got the maybe a little slower, but he's got the long ass arms and he's got the tiger uppercut. And he's got his little flame thing that he shoots. The hand thing was Honda, not Chun-Li. Chun-Li was all about kicking. Yeah, that's what I said, right? Didn't I say E Honda? And I went ha ta 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 ta. And then Chun-Li was the helicopter spin. Ha ta 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 ta. Or however, whatever noise she made. But I thought it was ha ta 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 ta. And then E Honda's. Ha ta 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 ta. I don't know. Maybe I'm not distinguishing my voices very, very differently. Fei Long was dope. T-Hawk, DJ, and Cammy were all great additions. From Super Street Fighter 2. There is AMC Stubbs Premiere. Yup, the show went deep into his death. Yikes. Lots of bizarre things happened that day. Cover up for sure. He also like does the bear huggy on the right. Bruce Lee was the Wow, that sucks. I didn't realize he took a nap and then never woke up. And that's right. Brandon Lee died from the during the Crow filming of the Crow with the gun. Guy near me has a decal on it on the side. Last time I mentioned that videos and more on my channel. With that, I have 40, 50, 75, fifth tops. Those are some great players. Cal Ripken, Tony Gwynn, Kirby Puckett, Mark McGuire. I mean, Tony Gwynn was hitting almost 400, you know, and Kirby Puckett was hitting in the 300s. Cal Ripken was the Iron Man. Mark McGuire was hitting home runs left and right. Right. That's crazy. The movie from Generation was Bruce Lee, The Dragon, which went into both. Yep, not good to sleep after head injuries. I know. They say that. Yikes. Right, they gotta definitely like monitor you, especially after you've been hit in the head. "75 years." "1978 before Bruce Lee died." Yeah. That's crazy though. Bruce Lee was like mega star. You know, Jackie Chan was one of his stuntmen. I find that to be hilarious too, is that Jackie Chan was a Bruce Lee stuntman. All right, guys, we're gonna spin this, by the way. It's already 10:47, and we haven't even done the first duck yet. Who gets a duck? Who's getting a duck? JDG and PNG. They have definitely gotten ducks in the past. Congratulations to JDG and PNG. Or JD Gand Pung. Meh, they are okay. I only collect Blue Jays and Canadians and a few other guys like Vinny Pasquantino and Andrew McCutcheon, for example. Huh. I mean, Dagger, you know, if you don't want any of your Bo Bichette cards, send them my way. I will gladly accept Bo Bichette cards now that he's a New York Met and no longer a Toronto player. He died in 73. Oh, so did the Kennedys after 15 years or so years. So what? They are dead. They cannot change history. Well, when you're dead, you can't change history, can you? Not anymore. Dagger got it. But they killed enough people, and killing one person is just as bad as killing 200. That's my personal opinion. Even though it happened years ago, I think it's still a tragedy. When people bring it up, if they bring it up for the right reasons, that's fine. But, you know, shouldn't minimize somebody's death because it happened years ago, right? A death is a death, and it's tragic, whether it happened during your lifetime or not. That's just my 2 cents. I was going to burn them with my Mitch Marner cards. Who's Mitch Marner? You don't have to go that far and burn the Bichette cards. Come on, dude. Come on. Also changed Merca. But did it? I mean, how much did we change because of those tragedies? I don't know. It's a good question, though. It is a good question. It's a good thing to raise. Guess I should show some books because that's sometimes what I do on this show, right? These are Alex Ross covers. Why do I have two of these? Why do I have two of all of these? That's weird. I must have found these in dollar bins. And where's issue 1? All right, well, this is supposed to be a Captain America box. I don't think it's finished. I think it's still being worked on. Typically, if I don't close the flap on a book, it means I probably didn't process it into my CLZ app. These books may not even be in CLZ yet, but we've got Captain America number 9. This is an Alex Ross cover. Speaking of America, that's called the transition, folks. Second time tonight we've done that. I'm sure we can make some deals. I'll have to dig through my cards at my storage unit next weekend. All right. Yeah, I mean, if you want to trade or something, I can look. Since I'm moving, I can also look through my stuff. I'll see if I can find any Toronto players. See if I have any older cards too. I used to have like Joe Carter, Paul Olerud, Roberto Alomar, all those 90s World Series winning cards. I think I had like a Cito Gaston, who was the manager. Pat Borders, I think, was another guy. I'm trying to remember who else was on that team. Was it Juan Guzman? Devon White, right? Devon White. I said Roberto Alomar, right? Pat Borders. I said him. Trying to remember. I remember a lot of the team, not all of the team, but I think that's a good start. I actually like the. We have two of those Captain America, by the way. I used to like the Blue Jays back in the day. So this was the series written by Ta-Nehisi Coates. You had Adam Kubert doing some interiors on this book, and again we have another Alex Ross cover. Let's see. Got two of those for some reason. What else we got here? Issue number 11. And then we had the Daughters of Liberty come out of this series. That label usually means Midtown Comics up here. So this book came out of Midtown Comics. And I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered this at some point. And it was probably on sale. Usually when I get Midtown Comics, it's either to fill a run, and it usually means they are on sale. This is another Alex Ross cover with Sam Wilson. I will say the Ta-Nehisi Coates Captain America didn't really hit the way I thought it would. Right? When you got a writer like Ta-Nehisi Coates working on a book, Capped on the Run here, huh? Expect something maybe a little bit more to talk, a little bit more social, if you will. Like, I don't know quite what the book was. Really wasn't spy espionage. It really wasn't political or socially driven. I don't know. This is an interesting Alex Ross cover. Usually he uses more realistic looking colors, and this is very much primary colors, right? Red, blue, green, yellow. Interesting. Red Skull for you Red Skull fans. And we'll pause there for a second while we catch up on that chat. Cito was a great manager, right? Borders was tough as nails behind the plate. World Series MVP too. AKA Clarence. No, Clarence. The logo was great too. Yeah, the old Blue Jays logo. That was a cool logo back in the day. But yes. I'll check to see if I have any Blue Jays stuff. What else? Did Jimmy Key pitch back then, right? Yeah, Juan Guzman. I'm trying to think who else. Jack Morris, right? Jack Morris was on the Toronto team, right? Wasn't he like a rental assassin pitcher? Like only showed up in the playoffs. Lots of great Jays. Joe Carter. I think I said Joe Carter earlier, right? But yeah, they had a decent team out there in Toronto. Rick Remender did a little Captain America run, which was interesting. Did it with some John Romita Jr. Got stuck in a, what was this, Dimension Z or something like that? 20-game winner. Yes. Never been a big Cap fan. Don't hate on him or his fans, but I kind of prefer him as a side character. Pops up to help Spidey kind of things. You know, I don't know. You mentioned that, and I'm like, how do I really feel about Captain America? Right? The man out of time, Steve Rogers. I think that's what makes him unique, or what had made him unique, right? Because he was a man out of time, but now he's kind of the man in time. He's been back for so long that it's like, eh. In this series, Cap ends up with like a son. I have no idea whatever happened to that guy, to that kid. No idea. This is a minor key, if you will. It's probably like a $20 book these days. I'm interested, actually. But this is when they revealed that Sam Wilson would be the new Captain America. Oops. I hit the button too soon or too late. Let's see. Captain Caveman. They're making a statue of Joe this year for the 50th anniversary. Captain Canuck versus Captain Canuck. Captain America versus Captain Canuck. Captain America all day, though, bro. Super Soldier Serum. Got it. $20 US. Too rich for me. I had Richard Comley do a Captain America cover too. That's pretty cool. I like that you're getting all these covers done. These commission covers. Like I don't have a lot of them in my collection, and I wish sometimes I got a couple more. It's just, you have to have the income for it, because you have to pick a lane. And like I feel like if you go commission heavy, then you can't really do the back issues or stuff like that. Like you have to kind of, still haven't opened it up yet. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Yikes. Haven't opened it up yet. All right, this is the Captain America Sam Wilson book. First appearance of Sam Wilson as Captain America. Last sale was only $5, so now's the time to get it. Apparently, 9.8 slab is 31. It is trending up a little bit. I think part of why the price of this book has come down, though, is because we have seen Sam Wilson as Captain America. Those movies didn't do great in the theater. I didn't think that the Brave New World movie was bad. You know, it doesn't really. It was just a standalone movie, if you will. It didn't really bring the series or Captain America into anything current, if you will. But yeah, it looks like it is only a $5 book, which is still more than cover price because this book was $4.99. I am lying. It is 1 penny over cover price. And a slab 9.8 will basically run you less than what it costs to send it in to get it slabbed. So, hey, if you think you want this book, now is the time to invest. Why do I have so many? I did not realize I had that many. And this one I actually have, when they redid it, Captain America #1 with Sam Wilson on the back. That should actually have its own bag and board. So we're gonna put that to the side. But good golly, Miss Molly, I got 5 issues of this. I don't always speculate, but when I do, I am extremely wrong and speculate on a $5 book. I brought a bunch of mail from my storage unit, so I'll be making videos as I go. Well, all right. I'm just saying. Dang, no Falcon love. Right? They were like, who this? New number. Let's see if that all new Captain America is worth anything. Let's see. But yeah, you're right. No Falcon love. All new Captain America number. Oh, that's the @ sign. All right. It's a $3.99 book. And it has the most common sale is $8. The last one, Raw, though, sold for $2. The most common slab sale is $35. It is trending up. It's got a 5.12% current trend up. So that's interesting. The Alex Ross 1 in 25 here goes for an average price of $25. That's actually a pretty cool cover, if you ask me. Last sale on that one was $30 for a 9.8. That's not bad. Honestly, I would pay to get this slabbed in a 9.8 for $30. I'd get that. Get that all day. Let's see. They did a Stan Lee box. So apparently this came in the Stan Lee box. That's a J. Scott Campbell. That goes for $30. Apparently they had like in the Stan Lee box, which was in 2014. That was before I believed in getting comic boxes. They would have like, I guess, a chase variant, if you would. So they'd have, if you will, so they'd have like a color and then like a black and white or like color blasted or something to that effect. But yeah, not a lot of love for Sam Wilson. I have a brain fart dagger. Not forgot. You have a new channel. Bobby, what's up, Bobby? Happy 420. Bobby De La Ghetto in the house. What's up, Bobby? Somebody was specking. You damn right I was specking. But also, you know, it's Captain America. It's Sam Wilson. It's the Falcon. It's one of the first real African American or black characters, whatever, you know, they refer to the characters as African American back then. Now we just say black. And there was a time when you just said black too. You know, but it was one of the first characters to be in mainstream comics, right? Shared the spotlight with Captain America, you know, Falcon, Luke Cage, kind of the two bigger ones. You know, you had Blade, and of course you had the Black Panther. Those were like the seminal black characters that kind of pushed comic books forward. So yeah, of course I'm gonna go in hard on Sam Wilson. I'm gonna show him some love. I showed him love. A lot of people don't seem to be showing love to Sam. Everybody saying, "What's up, 420?" The movie was decent. Brave New World. My major issue was that the look of the leader made me want. How many years for this kind of? I get what you're saying. Like we waited, and then we got like the Timu leader. Yeah, that there were some characters that kind of were throwaways. Right? Will we ever see the Red Hulk again? I don't know. Probably not. Yeah, I mean, overall, I didn't hate the movie, but yeah, I've got that Stephen Colbert variant. Nice. A lot of cool variants. I always like the Falcon because of the power record. The power records. Please explain. Not sure if I'm familiar with these power records. Are those the were those like the Peter Pan or whatever? Oh, it was like the book on record. I have one of those. Shit, where is it? I don't know. But yeah, I think I know what you're talking about now. The books on record, right? From the quick Google from the 70s. And they did the voices. They read the comic for you. Oh, that's cool. I've never actually listened to it on vinyl. Right. Right. I mean, they tried to add the actor. He just didn't have the build, right? Maybe they should have did like a body double or something. But yeah, they tried to use the actor from the Hulk. Which, by the way, the first Hulk movie, which was what was it, a Universal picture or something like that? Was still considered part of the MCU, that very first Hulk movie. So it was just interesting. They tried to bring that character back, which I get it. I have He-Man one and a Star Wars one, mainstay when I grew up. Yeah, I think I have a Spider-Man one. Now that we mention it, I have no idea where it is though. But now that we're in nostalgia, I want to let's drop another hashtag so we can at least have two for the evening. Let's do hashtag Power Records. Now I want to get a record player, right? Just so I can get the 45 on it. All right. For some reason, this is not just the Captain America box, but it's a Captain. If your name starts with Captain, you probably ended up in this box somehow. Somehow the books got all mixed up, which is fine. That's why I'm going through all this stuff anyway. But I don't know how it got mixed up like this, where the rest of the Ta-Nehisi Coates. So let's do that. All right, so we're going to go through a little bit more Sam Wilson. I have one and been recollecting vinyl. You know what's funny is at one point, I listen to them so much I can probably still recite them. Nice. Right, vinyl was like dirt cheap. Like you could get it in a thrift store, and then vinyl just exploded again. Don't call it a comeback. It's been here for years. This is issue 7 variant. I have no idea. This is a variant of Sam Wilson, Captain America number 7. So I'm going to look this up real quick. Take a journey with me as we look up issue number 7. I can view the rest of the series here. Why does it say there's only six books? Oh, because this is all new, and this is Sam Wilson. That's why. I just want to know what con this came from. I got so many books now. All right, let's see. Let's see if this variant actually comes up. Here it is. The Muhammad Asrar Comic-Con box variant of Sam Wilson. First appearance of Avril Kincaid. Slabbed, $79. Trending down. Down, down. Going down, down. The Alex Ross, though, that goes for about $180. That's cool. All right. It's hard to find good records at the thrift store around here. Sometimes you get lucky. Yeah, I mean, ever since they got back into vogue, it's hard to find good vinyls. Right? They're just let's see. Let's put this in here. All right, so let's go back to those Alex Ross. This is Captain America number 1, the Alex Ross cover. I think this is a wraparound. Yes, it is. Right, yeah, you can see the flag there. These are some of the main players. You got the Red Skull up in there. Then you got Cap. So a little Alex Ross goodness there. I think, honestly, the reason why I got the Ta-Nehisi Coates Captain America was that I knew that Alex Ross was going to do the covers just the way the Hulk has been Alex Ross for a while now, right? He's been doing, he did the Immortal Hulk, then he did Mortal Hulk, and then what else? Yeah, I think he does the Infernal Hulk now too, right? He's a pretty classic stance, Captain America. And I mean, this is probably the closest I'm ever going to get to owning, you know, Alex Ross artwork. So this is the second printing of issue number 2. I think I got this out of a Walmart bag. Back when the Walmart comic bags were pretty cool. I still have a few unopened ones too. Yeah, I definitely got these out of the Walmart bag because I used to buy them, a couple of them, and sometimes you got doubles. So a lot of times if I had like second printing doubles, definitely books that came out of a Walmart bag. This is Captain America number 3. Another Alex Ross cover. The cool thing with this one is he's like, you can see underneath, like he's hidden, right? He's wearing the hoodie, but he's got the gear on underneath, and then you got the star, and Alex Ross just kind of worked that in. Like, that's cool. When Alex Ross does artwork like that, or artists do artwork like that, where they can work in elements instead of just like a straight pose, it shows some range. It's another Alex Ross, right, with the flag. So to me, these are like really cool covers. Video game soundtracks on vinyl. Yeah, I have a friend who like buys them and then like displays them next to his PS5 in the living room, and I'm just like, that's cool, I guess. Can't beat a Ross. It's a pretty cover. I mean, they're all kind of pretty, right? I did the same with the Final Fantasy release last year, right? You get the Alex Ross covers. He's staying good. Here's some more Alex Ross. What's good is I realized that I had the Alex Ross covers in 2 different places. So now I'm able to put them all together. A little bit more. Or the Captain America covers. Captain of Nothing. Ouch. That's rude. All right, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. This was 7. Just gotta make sure I put these in. All right, 5. See it? That's 7. Apparently, I still got some more somewhere in this box. Out of place, but we're getting there. And this is issue number 8. Straight up headshot. So Alex Ross definitely showing his range, which is definitely cool. Cool by me. Got me feeling all patriotic and shit. Fantastic Four, good sir. I said good day, good sir. Not Final Fantasy. Did I say Final Fantasy? I mean, I knew you meant Fantastic Four. So if I said Final Fantasy, I was still talking like my brain was still in the records, the vinyl games. But I knew you meant see, I almost said it again. I knew you meant Fantastic Four. Final Four. Fantastic Fantasy. Yeah. Now, definitely the Fantastic Four. All right. There is more Captain America in here. I know that for a fact. Yes. Why is it all... I just don't know why it's all out of place. we got back here? Uh-huh. 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 What are you doing in here? What are you doing? Oh, here's some classic stuff, guys. I mean, I gotta find the rest of them, but this is what I'm talking about. I've been doing that a lot tonight. Hey, look, Captain America and the Falcon. See that? Now that's what I'm talking about right there. That's some good old school book right here. And this is a 20 center, issue number 148. It's got that comics. Yeah, right there. Comics code. Got Cap. You got the Red Skull, classic Red Skull. You got Machine Man in the back. I don't know who that is. The Fifth Sleeper. Lie down and die, Avenger. You don't stand a chance against the Fifth Sleeper. So. What else we got? I'm going to jump ahead a little bit. We're back to just Cap. 260, issue 265. You got a little Nicholas Fury, Cap, Spidey, and some bad guys. Spider-Man and Nick Fury can't help you, Captain America. Admit it, you're a dead man. Introducing Cap's deadliest foe yet, the Sultan. And it's a newsie. I feel like every week there was like a new villain that was the deadliest foe yet. What else we got here? We got Captain America number 268 with the Defenders beside him. That's cool. They're letting Cap take all the bullets. Bang, bang, bang. What else we got? Captain America number 290, Mother Night. This was like spec book for a quick minute. Maybe a spec book again. Who knows? And we got a very special issue of Captain America. This is the black and white variant. Gene Colan on the cover. Obviously, that last one wasn't a recent Cap book, but it was a Cap book from a few years ago. When are you showing your Captain Canuck covers? Now you're talking. Ooh. Yeah, those are some good covers. I have some more older Caps, but they're not in this box. Just kind of, I at least have like some 80s and 90s Caps I could show up too, but they're not. That's the reason why I go through these boxes too, guys, just to see what's in the supposed box. So it's like a Captain America box, but it doesn't have all the Cap stuff in it. So let's see. We got a couple more Caps here. You got Captain America number 700. I like this. Chris Samney was doing the interiors and the covers at this time. So these were cool. I like Chris Samney. I think he does a good job. Does a good job. Got Mark Waid on this one, 701. And this was around the time that this Cap book was coming to an end. And there was a new Cap book coming out. So they were kind of just giving that like it's due. All right, we're going to spin this, by the way. Here's some 1998. We're talking like possible bankruptcy Marvel here. Dagger 1010. Right, Mark Waid, Ron Garney. Yeah, this was some classic stuff. Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty. Some classic 90s Cap right there. Here, this is what I'm talking about right now. This is also Mark Waid and Ron Garney. This is the Hero's Return, Captain America. This was 98. I was just starting to get mail order. I just had got some mail order comics. So I got like Iron Man and Captain America, I think, for like a year, just delivered to my house. It was pretty cool. And then we got some out of place books here. But here's this is Waid and Hubert. Captain America introducing the energy shield, right? So what do they call this? Cap's new shield, right? That energy shield. That was some of that 90s excitement. Look, it's made of energy. This is a Steve Epting cover. Ed Brubaker wrote it. And this is Captain America number 26. Steve Epting does really good art on like these spy espionage books. And with that said, Ed Brubaker does a good job of writing spy and espionage books. '90s Cap was cool, even with the energy shield. It's Dagger's third duck, by the way, for the month. Dagger running away with the books. I mean, with the ducks. Who wants to see some Captain Carter books? We have Captain Carter number 1. This was a spec book for a hot minute. And who knows, it might be a spec book again. This was her, and here's the second printing of that book. This was her first solo series. First Captain Carter, solo series. Not Captain Canuck, sorry, I got it wrong. I thought you said Captain Carter. My bad, Dagger. All right. Remember when Cap became Nomad? Yeah, I have a Nomad number 1 somewhere. Glow in the dark Cap. Go me, go me, go me. All right, let's try to give away one more duck before I head out. So we'll hang out for another like 5 minutes or so, and then we'll head out. Also, guys, since you're here this late, at the end of this show, make sure to go into the comments and put in hashtag. Let me just write it right here. Hashtag cap, no cap. No, I'm kidding. Cap 1K. And you'll get an entry into my 1K giveaway. So what's today? Today is 4/20. How did I forget that? And the entry is hashtag cap 1K. There you go. So yeah, when the show's over, make sure to go into those comments and put in that. All right. This one's for my friends out there who partake. Hashtag 420. Right? Cap became Nomad, right? Because he was just kind of, I guess, disillusioned with the whole Cap thing, right? So became like a renegade. Because I'm a renegade. What is this? What is this? Where are my Captain America books? All right, these are cool books, but You're not Captain America. Oh, that's a key. Oh, these are all right. These are Cap books, though. What else? Yeah, Fallen Sun. You can't see me. I'm so tiny. The Death of Captain America. Yeah, look at that. John Romita Jr., Jeff Loeb. Hashtag all caps. Hashtag cap, no cap. Yeah, the first time he came to me, because he was enchanted with the government. That's around the time of Nixon. There we go. Andy Diggle. He's actually a pretty good writer, Andy Diggle. I like when he does stuff. This is Captain America, Living Legend. Look at this. He's got like every gun and missile pointed at him. He's like, let's go. He's got the shield, though. Yo, bro, just use the shield. All right. This is Captain America #1 by Ed Brubaker and Steve McNiven. And if you look right here, we got the SIG from not Ed Brubaker, Steve McNiven. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What else we got here? This was from the Chevy booth at New York Comic Con. This is Captain America. And this was like a promo, I guess, for the Winter Soldier. #1. Custom edition. Made for Chevrolet. We got that one. We got that one. We got that one. Not specking on it. I just visited the booth like every day that they gave away the books. So that's why I got so many of those. All right. Either people are ashamed to put in hashtag 420 or there's people just not actually watching, which is fine. Nice signature. It's the Joker 1010. Pretty cool. Never seen that. Love a promo book. Yeah, these promo books were definitely given out at New York Comic Con, the Chevy booth. You know what's funny is I've seen these before in like dollar bins. But I'm guessing since I live in New York and they were from New York Comic Con, that's probably why I see them in dollar bins. Ugh. This is all the Cap I think that's left in the box. Can we get through it? Maybe. Here's another one. Maybe I'll give one of these away. Maybe with the 1K stuff, I'll give one of those away. What else we got? We got Steve Rogers, Captain America. Whoa, I dropped it. #16. This is the Secret Empire, right? This is when we had bad Cap, Hydra Cap, Cap no Cap. I'm here still busy breaking down chicken meat to put into the freezer for storage. There you go. Yeah, I had to cook some chicken today too, just to make sure it didn't go bad. Captain America Reborn, Ed Brubaker, Brian Hitch. Issue #1. This is a variant cover of that same book. We talked about the Rick Remender series earlier. Here's issue 1. That book. I don't like Hydro Cap. Nobody liked Hydro Cap. And I think the weird thing about Hydro Cap, right, is he still exists. He's still out there somewhere. Like they just haven't used him, but he still exists. He's in the 616. He's out there. There's another Captain America, an evil Captain America, just chilling somewhere out there. Yes, apparently Dagger also has chicken meat that needs to go in the freezer. Hydra Cap's what took me out of Marvel for a while. Yeah, people were like really pissed at Hydra Cap. And what's funny is he still exists. He's out there, folks. Hydra Cap is out there. Now, this series has nothing to do with Hydra Cap. This is Captain America in some Dimension Z or something like that. That's like his son. There was some weird stuff happening in this Rick Remender Cap series. You know, this isn't that bad for John Romita Jr., right? Like, eventually he gets his own style. I smell something, he said. He picked up every day at Comic-Con. New York City don't go longer than 4 days. I see the specking. I think that was only 4, wasn't it? Also, they gave away free t-shirts. So let me say that you could go back on the line if you had alternate emails. Also, if I was specking back then, I think those books would have been long gone. I've held on to them for years. Back then, I'd never sold anything. I've sold a few comics now. Like, I'll go to New York Comic Con, and if I know there's like a big book that's going to happen and it's not going to take me all day to get it, I'll go try to grab that comic. I'll try to get 2, usually, one for me, one for somebody else. And I'll get the books, and yeah, so to make a long story short, I'll sell one just to get money back so I could pay for the convention. Here's Captain America $6.95. It is a lenticular hologram. These actually, like most times, if you send these into CGC, they'll come back like a 9, at least a 9.8, and a lot of times they'll actually come back a 10. Hey, here's another one. These actually came in the they're not super popular, super valuable though. These actually came in the Walmart packs. So those were like Walmart books. Here's Captain America number 700, the Retailer Summit from 2018 in Chicago. This was through Diamond Distributors, which, as we all know, doesn't really exist anymore. Chris Samney cover. I just bought it because I thought it was cool. It's all black and white. But then you got Cap in color on the top. And I bought it at Midtown Comics for $6. And this is that's exactly what the price of the book was, $5.99, and I paid $5.99 for this incentive or Retailer Summit incentive cover. So I thought that was pretty cool. I know where he is. Cap needs to stay hydrated. You gotta go find Evil Cap. This is when Spec Falls, brought to you by Mentos. Well, those books were free. The exclusives, the Chevrolet books. So, and I'm just going. I know. And I listen, I'm not saying I don't spec at times. I bought some books with the hope that it turns into something and I can sell it for more and use that money to get better books. The only problem with me when I do that is a lot of times I just don't actually put the book up for sale. And then I'm stuck with this extra book. So I can't wait for Free Comic Book Day. Me neither. Shit, I think I'm working on Free Comic Book Day. Let me check the calendar real quick. I used to purposely take off on. Damn it! I'm working on Free Comic Book Day. You know what though? My LCS is cool. I mean, I missed the sales, which sucks. But my LCS is cool in the fact that they'll put aside books for me if I request some books for Free Comic Book Day. If I'm like, hey, could you just throw these to the side for me? They're usually like, sure, no problem. And they'll put them in my box. So I at least can get the, you can always put them in my box, Will. I'm not sticking anything in your box, Dagger. It's gross. It's gross. No. I really want the Dungeon Crawler crowd. That is nice. It is nice. This is Captain America 750 design variant. Yeah, I definitely appreciate when they do that for me. So that's why they're like my number one shop to go to. It's another design variant. This is Captain America Underground, right? The United States of Captain America, excuse me. Number one, Aaron Fisher, Captain America of the Railways. Here's Captain America. It's the United States of Captain America. I forget the name of this character, but they were also, it's like a first appearance on this one. This is issue 4. And that's it. I think we went through all the Cap books in this box. Now, that's not to say there aren't other captains in here. We got the Captain Marvel. We had some Captain Carter. I do not think there's Captain Canuck anywhere in here. So don't tune in next week if you want some Captain Canuck. I'm going to try and hit 3 stores. I think one year I did like 4 or 5 stores, and it was great. I just spent way too much time in the store. I am volunteering at my LCS. That's cool. That's cool because you're going to get to talk to the community, and I'm sure you'll be able to get your books too. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead and draw this real quick, and then we're going to head out. We're going to get out of here. It's been a long night, but it hasn't felt long. It's been a good night. Bobby gets a duck. Congratulations, Bobby. Congratulations to Bobby. Let's make it big. Bobby Delgado with a duck. With a duck. There we go. I don't know my voice died. It was like, with a duck. I got 1.5. You don't have many. We don't have many stores around here. I thought you had like 3 within a block. Whoop, whoop. All right, guys. That was it. What is this other button here? Oh, cool. I'm pretty sure I can't use that because I don't pay for StreamYard. They added some extra stuff. They always like say like, here's some new stuff. And I always just skim right by it because I'm like, I don't pay for StreamYard. So I know I most likely do not get those things. I think I get these things though. Yeah, look at that. I could change my name. All right, let's. Well, everybody, thank you for being here. Give it up for yourself. I have no idea what this sound is. I see what it did there. All right, guys, you know what time it is, right? Anyway, guys, thank you for being here. It's been a blasty blast. Let's see. There's a real question here. A real question. When you anybody run a duck race, what happens to the loser ducks? Kind of never seen it. They're like greyhounds, but out the pasture. Hope you guys like duck for dinner. Now I'm dancing. maybe 4, but not sure if they do New Comic Book Day or not. Gotcha. Love me some Free Comic Book Day. I started dancing without y'all. Got the party started. It's like, you know what? I know what's coming. I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just do it. All right, guys. It's been a blasty blast. I've had a good time. Thank you again for showing up. I shall dine on duck tonight. Nothing but the finest duck. Yeah, I need to, well, let's see. Next week, we still have more ducks coming out. So that's cool. We have, we have one more Monday. Oh, shit. And then we have to see if I do. So on the 4th, I actually got a really cool gig. So we'll see. I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about it, but I didn't sign an NDA, so I guess I can. No, it's I mean, who watches golf? First off, and hopefully nobody who watches golf is watching this channel right now. But I'm doing the lights for. It really is just a press conference for PGA Tour and one of their championships. So on the 4th, I might not be around because I'll be doing some of that stuff. At the very least, I'll be in a hotel room that night. So I might still be able to do my stream if the hotel room has proper Wi-Fi. But we'll figure it out. We have to do a show on a different day or another day to give away to do the duck race. We'll figure it out. Because then, well, we're good for the next couple of weeks. So we should be okay. But we'll see. We'll see how it all pans out. Duck l'orange. Have a great night, everybody. But Mike, it's wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season. Duck season. Wabbit season? Duck season. May the 4th be with you, Will, right? I just hate that I'm working like Free Comic Book Day weekend, then May 4th. I ain't Daffy, so not falling for that trick, sir. All right, guys. So that's it. We're done. Peace, deuces. We're out. I hope everybody. Duck season. That is funny. Duck season. Duck season. All right. All right, guys. That was fun stuff. I will see you soon. Tomorrow we should have out the comic previews for the week, and then Wednesday we should be having New Comic Book Day Live with comic news. Aaron, Electronics Quick Gun, PSG Comics, maybe coming through for that show on Wednesday. And that's really it. Check out some videos. I still got a ton of and stuff like that. So we'll see you on the flip side, guys. Peace, deuces, we're out. Ka-ching. Everybody have a great night. Love you all. Thank you for being here. It's been awesome. I love just having this group here. Chat's flowing and I'm like 10 minutes behind, 5 minutes behind with the chat. But it's all good. I should just put it up on the screen. I think we're going to start doing that so we can keep it going. But then I won't be falling behind, and then we'll just be so much more efficient, if you will. Who wants to be efficient? Or you could be not efficient. right? I don't know. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let's see. Oh, you know what? Chat overlay, not part of the free plan. I can't do it anyway. I could probably use OBS though. I don't know. All right, have a good night, everybody. We're out. Peace, deuces. You guys have a great night. I'll see you on the flip side.